Hello, myself Darsal Soni. As per the Studio 2 construction project execution monitoring and controlling, we have taken institutional campus project for our study. So, this is the site layout plan of our construction site which was made in AutoCAD software. Progress of block 10, 11, 12 and 13 on the 10th April is shown here. Pre-construction approvals and the clearance required for project which are either under the client or the contractor are identified. Risk severity matrix with the help of the risk probability and impact was also prepared. The maximum severity goes to the construction related risk and which can be also seen from the bar graph, which should be minimized. The risk with different severity has also been mentioned. This is the pole planning for the shuttering. In this exercise, various elements of the formwork inventory and its applications are identified. Then, number of repetitions of each formwork set and its movement in the particular block are identified. Overall quantity required for entire block 13 is calculated. Productivity for different works and accordingly calculated the manpower for required the finishing job. Total cost of the formwork for block 13 is coming around 3.82 crores. The exercise helps us gain knowledge about the different processes and their plannings. So we have referred to the OSHA guidelines for job hazard analysis in the safety management, which includes four categories which are known as the Big Four according to the OSHA. These Big Four are falls struck by coordinate electrocution. This is the fall hazard analysis. The hazard we observe was a fall due to the improper use of the scaffolding and working without safety harness. And the detail of this hazard are mentioned. So the major controls for this hazard as per the OSHA guidelines, which are engineering controls, administrative controls, and the PPE controls. Like the capacity must be 4 times the maximum intended load on it. Then the scaffold should design properly by the skilled person. Train workers about job hazard in the language they understood and proper PPE kit should be given to the laborers. These are the three ANSIs that we consider under the internal failure cost and the cost of the quality for our analysis, which are column structured were damaged, then honeycombing and backfilling without compaction and a rolling large amount in the single lift. We calculated each ANSY's cost considering the cost of the material, labor, and inspection. This graph shows the types of the ANSI and its occurrence. And we observe from the past data that 10 types of ANSYs are most frequently occurred and which increase non-conformance cost of the quality. So in the material management, the store manager is responsible for managing the various operations and activity related to the store. Under the store manager, there is only one helper who is responsible to provide materials to the laborers. Lead time is calculated for all the stages of the purchase. It is found that the cement and the shuttering material has the highest lead time as they arrive from the different cities to the site, wherever the local materials like fly ash, sand, aggregate, and admixture take less hours for the whole process. So here the detailed purchase process is shown. After collecting materials, store manager keeps the receipt which is sent to the head office for further recordings and the billings. So for inventory control, we need to identify which items are more important and which have the high cost. In the EBC analysis, the items are classified according to the annual usage value, which is by far the most important aspect in the inventory control. Reinforcement and the OPC cement are most important items required more attention while ordering it or the storing it or the using it. HML analysis is used for the classifying items based on their unit price. Reinforcement steel and anti-skid vitrified tiles are items having high unit value and require high security arrangements. So next is the economic order quantity for the reinforcement. So in which how much order to order and when to order that will result in the lowest possible total inventory cost. So this can be satisfied with the use of this economic order quantity, also known as EOQ. Inventory cost is a total of ordering cost, purchase cost, and carrying cost. Every time stock is replenished, and the purchase order is placed, certain cost is incurred. We have assumed the carrying cost of the reinforcement steel to be 5% of the total purchasing cost per ton. Calculation is done based on the EOQ equations for different parameters, and EOQ comes around 51.5 tons. We consider 300 working days, and number of orders for that comes around 23, and the cycle time is around 13 days. This table of price break shows the value of EOQ, number of orders, cycle time, and the total cost for the different values of the purchase price. Below table shows comparison between the theoretical and the actual scenario. This graph shows EOQ at point where the combined cost is the lowest and the ordering cost and the carrying cost are equal. So, buying stock at the level that's determined by the EOQ using theoretical calculation is always beneficial to the entity as it leads to the cost saving. Around 25,000 rupees of profit is observed if the company uses this EOQ model. The cost statement is prepared from the RAPs and the bid items. The amount is taken as per the data obtained from the site. We have considered the activities of the reinforcement and the concreting for preparation of the cost statement. The job cost report is an accounting term defined as a process of coding and allocating project expenses to track financial efficiency and profitability. It shows that the project has a total variation of approximately around rupees 2.1 crore from the original estimated cost. Profit margin for the project according to the GCR is 10.07%. So this is the schedule of invoice graph. The cash flow schedule helps us to know the split up of activities across the project life cycle. This helps us in the better tracking of the cost as it helps us to know the cash flow for each month, and variation between the plan and the actual cost can be easily monitored. The landing price of the different materials help us to get a knowledge of the current market rates of the different construction materials that we learn under the cost management. We also learned the different MPCS reports that we prepared for 5 months from November 20 to the March 21. The cost statement gives us the consumption of the basic material, cost of the labor, and the cost of the machinery deployed on the site. We also, you can see the cost breakdown structure for our project. Thank you.